one of the core practices of the art of hosting is about working with purpose. And I think when we come to education and our education systems, at least the ones I'm familiar, we've forgotten what's the purpose of education.
It's time for the industrial model of education to find a replacement, not something to fix it, not something that would alter it, but a full replacement. And I think finally, with the art of hosting, and we're calling it an education participatory learning, we begin to change the classroom dynamics. We begin to shift from the teacher being the knowledge holder, which was always part of the industrial model, to the teacher being the host of learning.
I mean, the teacher is not the authority on knowledge anymore. We can search anything on our iPads or telephone. So we are searching for new ways to teach. I visit a lot of schools and I see a lot of teachers burned out or very tired of their job. So we are looking for meeting with people who want to change that. And I think that's very good to create time and space for people to meet and talk about how can we do that differently.
I think events like this are important for the future of education because we don't have the solution to the future of education. I believe that what is actually needed in the educational system, at least in Denmark, where I come from, but I believe that in most of the world, there is a need to prototype what the new educational system looks like. The problem is that no one really wants to put their children in a school that is a prototype, because you don't know, it can be a huge failure as well. So we need to create these spaces where we can prototype and where we can think up new ideas without anyone getting immediately affected in any bad way. And I think that places like this is one example of how that can happen.
It really struck me as we were going through this event that it's challenging for all the parts of education to come together. So teachers and students and administrators and government people all in the same place at the same time, being part of the same conversation. So teachers talk to teachers often, teachers and students talk, teachers talk to administrators, but it's very rare to have the entire system in the room, and that's the power of a really great conversation, to have the entire system in the room. So it can get a sense of itself, so it can see where the challenges and opportunities are, and so people can get connected to be innovative and creative together.
It's time in education for a turnover in thinking. It's time in education to really put students first and their learning first, and the system created around that to support all learners to be all-come successful learners. And the art of hosting and participatory learning are a clear part of that shift and change. It's solid, it's simple, and it changes the conversation in classes.